What's going on, guys? Your boy K Sparky. This is going to be a little unboxing of this box that we got from Diamondback. This is our first bag by Diamondback that we're receiving. As many of you know, we became ambassadors to Diamondback. You guys can now go to Diamondback and their website and check out their ambassador profile, and I will come out in that profile and you can go through that section, read a little bit of the Q&A, and also check out the setup that I use at the moment in new commercial, which is a 701 high-vis setup. And I'm going to drop another video about the 701 setup so everyone can check it out, see what we got, what we're using. And I will also mention a few of the reasons why I got this 701 high-vis setup. We did invest in the Diamondback setup prior to becoming ambassadors. I spent money as far as getting the 701 vest and also the pouches that I got with that setup, with a few clip pouches. I invested before I became an ambassador with Diamondback because it was a brand that did catch my eye for the new mods that they've been doing on the belts, the belt system, the vest system as well for construction, because they're innovating as far as what we use to our day-to-day. From pouches and vests that we've used throughout the days, obviously we're trying to be fast and move around and the job sites very quickly, while also maintaining that slim fit on our pouches, depending on what you're doing, right? So depending on your trade, I'm an electrician, there's other trades like carpenters, linemen, you name it, plumbers. So for as far as me, new commercial, I'm trying to move around quickly. We're doing decks, maybe underground. Also, we're doing roughing, conduit. So the fact that I'm able to change my setup, the simple fact that I could just clip and unclip different pouches, it's very convenient for me. And I saw an opportunity to jump into Diamondback and start trying out their products. And for the most part, I was amazed by the 701 vest, which again, you guys can check out another video that I will post about it and see the reasons why I got it. After becoming an ambassador, Diamondback did hook me up with this box. So today's video is about me opening up this box and seeing what we got, going through a few of these items, and that way you guys can check out what I got, the items, and maybe also look into the Diamondback website. Starting off, we got the Diamondback t-shirt. Now this t-shirt, it's a dry fit. One of the reasons why I like the dry fits, many of you guys will see me in other videos wearing dry fit shirts. Now, this is by Diamondback, of course. I love wearing these type of shirts in the job site. Again, if you're wearing a vest system, a belt system, wearing a dry fit shirt under makes it very breathable, especially for your vest. I know a lot of people ask me questions if they're gonna sweat when they're wearing a vest, but for the most part, I'm using dry fit shirts under the high-vis vest, which makes it very breathable. And if it gets cold, I'll throw on a sweater. But again, I got this one from Diamondback. All these products, I got to choose what I wanted from Diamondback. From what I can tell, it's not very stretchy, but it is a dry fit, which is very breathable. At the moment, 185. I'm 5'9". Waist size, I am 32. So this, fits somewhat tight. For the most part, I like to get these size extra large. Here, I have the hoodie by Diamondback. So this is called the mid-layer hoodie, and this did come in a bag, but again, I already went through these items. One cool feature about this is that it doesn't have the strings here for the hoodie, which makes it more safe as far as people using power tools and the job site, skill saws, chop saw, depending on what you're using, but you don't have the strings hanging from the hoodie. And then another cool feature about this is the pouches that it has here. Boom, there you go. So, I mean, as far as length on the arm, came out all right. Comes with this little fabric here, but it comes integrated on this hoodie. And then on the front side, it's kind of more soft material. This is stretchy. Another cool feature about this hoodie is that the pouch here for the hoodie, it's a little bit higher than your regular hoodie, which I think is pretty cool because when you have your belt system, it's usually blocking you that pocket from your hoodie for you kind of getting into that pocket. But what Diamondback did with this hoodie, they raised that pocket higher. So that pocket is here for those who are using a belt system. This will come in handy. But again, this is the hoodie by Diamondback, and it doesn't have the strings here like you would normally see. It's huge for what I was considering using it for. It comes with a handle here, which you guys can carry anything. Also comes with rings here on the back of it where you can attach any of the clip systems from Diamondback. And if you open it, you also have that system here in the front with more mesh and even on the sides. Now, if you open it here, inside, you can see different compartments here to divide things. And another one that I got from Diamondback separately was this divider that is meant for this bag. Now, my main purpose for this bag, as now I'm in more of that former position, I do carry a clipboard and an iPad, which I just broke for the simple fact that I try to squeeze it in with my lunch bag. And I wanted a bag something like this to put those things, more like office items. But now, from my perspective, I got this bag and I think it's huge for what I actually need it for. Again, you guys can see the depth here, how wide it is. And one of the things that I purchased just for this was this 2-inch strap from Diamondback. Now the 2-inch strap, I kind of wanted it to carry this bag with me. Make sure you guys check the specs on this about the size and if it is going to be useful for what you need it for. Again, this comes separately and also the dividers, but I mean, for its purpose, I'm pretty sure you have extra space if you need a laptop, anything like that. You guys can put in here with a tape measure on the side. I see some people put chargers also here on the side and on this side as well, some pencils. So make sure you guys check that out. So next, I decided to go with this 6-inch belt by Diamondback. So the 6-inch belt, it's bigger than your regular 4-inch belt, but for me, moving on from the belt system to the vest, I've been rocking the vest system for a while. And one of the reasons that I moved on from the belt is because it was hurting my waist. With the weight, the more weight you put on your belt system, it does tend to start pinching you on your waist or even burning you depending on the circulation. I mean, I have back problems, so for me, the belt system was not working out for me. And this belt system from Diamondback, the 6-inch gives you more support as far as your back. And also, when you're wearing this more on your torso than your regular belt system, which you wear kind of lower, including your suspenders. This will be lower, and that's when you start carrying more tools, things like that, and it starts hurting your hips or your back. So this sits more on your torso and also grabs around very nicely around your waist. Now they have a chart for Diamondback. If you guys go to the Diamondback website, you guys can also check those dimensions for your waist and how to get the perfect size for what you're looking for, because your pant size is not your belt size, so you do have to kind of measure your waist to make sure you get the right size for what you need. It's pretty cool here, the system that Diamondback has with the clips here. We're all used to the belt system with the holes, so the fact that this is very secure, and you can also adjust this depending on what you're using. So I got this belt 6-inch. Another one that I got was this solo pouch. So the solo pouch is for your impact, drill, you name it. I got this smaller pouch by Diamondback. It's pretty cool. Again, the Velcro system by Diamondback is very strong. And on this pouch in particular, you're able to put anything inside this pouch. And also perhaps a hammer around. So it comes again with that Velcro system, a hook here, so a small pouch for smaller tasks if you need to. But this one's pretty cool because when you open it, it gives you a loop through this pouch. And then if you don't want that loop, you can just put this Velcro back and close it. That way it can hold any tool on this pouch. And also you can clip any pencils and other clip pouches for this one. So again, for a smaller setup or for anything small that you're trying to carry on your pouch. Also got this hook by Diamondback. Looks heavy duty. And this you can also clip on your belt system and anything like that. It'll come in pretty handy. Something else that I got, I went on and moved on to bigger pouches. I am using a Mini Nico and also a flex pouch which are smaller pouches for what you're doing. So at the moment at the job site, I am moving around doing different things. So I don't feel like I need every single tool or need more space on those pouches, because I will put a pouch for fasteners and I will take it off if I don't need it, or if I need the hammer loop, I will also incorporate it into that vest system, or take it off if I don't need it. But for the most part, I'm mostly using my alignments, dikes, channel locks, anything like that. We're in the roughing process, so again, I'm not using every single tool, but I decided to get this one from Diamondback, which is their Elias pouch, which is a bigger pouch. Again, I got this for my non-dominant side. I am a lefty, so every time I am creating a belt system, a vest system, I am keeping that in mind, that for my right hand side, I will get something more for fasteners, my tape measure, and also bits if I have to. So I think this one's pretty cool. Comes with 1, 2, 3 deep pockets, and then here you can also insert bits on this one, and also has a loop here for maybe if you want to put your hammer. So again, non-dominant side for me on the right hand side here. Now moving on, I mentioned I do have the mini Nico, and I decided to move on and get the Nico pouch, which is a bigger setup from what I have. Again, here you have your loop here on the side, and then it comes with more loops here in the front of the pouch, as well as the inside to put either screwdrivers. Also has this loop for your electrical tape here that you can clip on. So another cool thing that I thought about this Nico pouch is the fact that they put support here in your pouch to close the gap here inside your pouch, if that makes sense. Because as you start wearing your pouches, obviously they start stretching, and the more tools you have here in the front, it'll start kind of hanging your bags more openly, right? So they put this loop here with D-rings that you can just pull it and it will close the gap in your pouches. You just pull this together. So I thought that was pretty cool. This is the left side. Another cool thing about Diamondback is that when you're choosing your pouches in the website, you can choose whether you want a left pouch or a right pouch. What does that mean? That if I'm a left-handed person, my system is gonna be for a left-handed person, right? So they give me that option for this pouch. I would have it on my left-hand side. When I purchase this pouch, I click left-handed or left pouch, which will make this pouch kind of flip for a left-handed person. Again, if I want it for a right-hand side, I'll put right hand, and this loop will be on the opposite side, so the pouch will be literally backwards from what it is, which I think is pretty cool, because back in the day you didn't have those many options. As far as if you're left-handed, you kind of had to get adjusted to a right-handed person, either flip that pouch and get used to that system. So that happened to me a few times, and it's cool that a company takes the time to think about those things, if it's for a left-handed person or for a right-handed person. So that's pretty cool. So again, the Nico here, I decided to go with these mini pouches. I think these are pretty cool if you're trying to throw anything like either screws, bolts, fasteners, I mean anything of that order. Is pretty small where you can clip it in your pouch, it won't get in the way. Get those fasteners either if you need them, and then take it off, put it in your cart once you're done. These are pretty cool. Again, I use these all the time when I'm gonna do a task and I need fasteners or I need to carry something small. These will come in very handy. Another loop from Diamondback. I can see myself using this to hang my impact, again the M18. Another cool thing that I got is this magnet. I think since I was at third year, I got used to having a magnet on my belt system or my vest system. Why? Because having magnets I think is very useful, because when you're using fasteners or screws that you're using at the moment, they can hold the screws for you and you don't have to lose them inside your pouch. For the most part, I will have a magnet kind of holding on my belt system, but now I moved it kind of on my vest a little higher up, and now I have different magnets in every setup. If I don't have a magnet, I mean, I need to put one because I'm very used to it. Again, if I'm doing fixtures, for example, those screws are very important and you don't want to lose them. I will put those screws on the magnet. Or if I'm doing trim for a device and I need particular screws, the 632s, 832s, I'll put them on the magnet as well. and they won't get loose on the pouch, because I get very irritated whenever you're looking for a screw inside your pouch and it's mixed with wiring nuts, screws, tech screws, wood screws. It's just annoying to me. So the fact that at the moment, if you're using a fastener, it's easier to put it on the magnet and have it at hand, because it makes you kind of quicker on that task without you having to look for it. So again, magnets by Diamondback, very cool, comes with a clip, so make sure you check those out. Another pouch, I got 4 pouches in total on this box. I got the Clavo by Diamondback. This one will be for my non-dominant side, which will be my right hand side. You guys can see kind of the setup on this pouch is for a right-handed person. This, for smaller tasks, it comes with a pouch here, you know, a bigger pouch on the inside, maybe for pencils or other things. But again, very slim pouch for smaller tasks on my right hand side. Here we have another pouch. This is the Mazo. So Mazo by Diamondback. So Mazo, this will be for my dominant side, which will be my left hand side. And I mean, again, I try to go with thinking this, the Mazo and the Clavo, will be for smaller tasks. So kind of pair those up. Or I mean, it just depends what you're doing, right? So if I don't want to carry many things, I'll put this on my left hand side with the Clavo, you know, and maybe clip other pouches, but keep this for the setup very minimal. And then again, here you can put some bits. Comes with a Velcro system, also for your hammer loop here for your hammer pouch, and it comes with more pouches here in the front, which I think is pretty cool. So make sure you check this out. Again, I decided to go both of these on the green color. Diamondback does give you an option if you want to choose black or green. They didn't have black on one of these, so I decided to go with green for both. Just kind of keep them the same. I didn't want to have just one green pouch on the setup. It would look kind of weird. Another one by Diamondback. This one comes with 2 clips, and it's mostly to store material. I really like this pouch. I have it on the high-vis setup, but the fact that this pouch, you can either clip it on the front of the Diamondback system or you can put it on the back. For the most part, you'll see a lot of tradespeople have a bigger pouch on the back of their system to put bigger fasteners or bigger things that they're using, material. For example, this, I was putting a laser in here, I'll put in my chalk, just depends what you need it for. But for the most part, I had this on the front, which I found very practical, but then I decided to move it to the back on the high-vis system. But I decided to get another one for these 2 systems that I'm built. Next, I got this Go Light by Diamondback. It comes with a magnet on the bottom. You can put it anywhere if you clip it to your pouch, to your vest system, and then when you need it, you can just put the magnet wherever you're working. For the most part, again, you commercial or any electrical work, we're gonna have metal everywhere, so you can kind of use this wherever you're working, and it's going to be very useful if you need a light. So for the dark areas, make sure you guys checked out this pen light. This is a bigger bag by Diamondback. It's kind of, I wouldn't say a bucket, but you know, very spacious if you're carrying anything as far as power tools into the job site or other hand tools. You can either put them in this or your vest system or your belt system and kind of carry it anywhere. I saw it very practical. I've seen a lot of people using this from Diamondback and also tagging them, so I figured I'd get myself one as well and carry maybe my power tools or material or anything when you're going inside the job site. So again, I'll put the name for this one and you guys can check it out. But it comes with very different pockets here on the outside. Again, pockets here, pockets for your pens, clips. So the last thing that I got is the black 701 vest. I gotta love this vest. Honestly, I tried it out. Again, I purchased my high-vis vest and I was impressed by it, by the weight. This distributes the weight on those pouches and also how it feels when you're working. Again, the way this works, it's very breathable. Here you guys can see the back. It comes with hooks here that you guys can clip any pouch. You guys can also adjust it on the sides as well. You guys can adjust it. Also here in the front, comes with the logo, Diamondback. Again, these are the shoulder straps. And it comes with different hooks here going down. So in total it's 1, 2, and 3 for your pouches. So on the third one, it's where you put your pouches. I have the high-vis setup. Usually the way you want to do this as far as ordering your setup, for reference, my body weight is 185, kind of like a slimmer person. I got a medium and large, and I got that on the high-vis as well. And all you do to adjust this is you gotta adjust these on the side to wherever you feel comfortable. If you're around 185, I'll try the medium large, but these straps on the side, you just pull them back and until you adjust to your body. Just pull them back. Here, I kind of adjusted these on the side. The thing about this vest, you don't want it to be loose. This vest, you want it to fit your body shape. You don't want it to be really loose because the whole purpose of this vest is to hug your body, distribute the weight, and be very useful for the job site. So from here, I'll take it off and I'll adjust it here on the back, kind of pull these in somewhere where I like it. So I'm always getting questions, Kevin, can I use this 701 vest with different pouches? And yes, if you undo these straps here on the side all the way through, you can loop any pouch in here. For the most part, the Diamondback setup, that's why it's Velcro, and it's very useful that you can take off and put on any pouch that you want to use with that Velcro system. But again, other brands do not have that Velcro system, but you can still loop it once you undo these straps on the back. It's gonna take you more time, but it's doable as well. So for those people that ask me, just know that it is possible too. That's all it is. You gotta take it off, adjust it, put it back on. You like it, just play with it. I feel like here it's kind of tight, but again, it's hugging my body. You know, it's not really loose. It's kind of like a little bit snug. So once you like it, you take it off and you strap it on the back. Make sure it's not gonna come off. It's a size medium large. You're gonna have some loose here on the back as far as these straps. You can cut them. I wouldn't recommend it. I would just kind of fold them in. That way they don't bother you. But again, right now I'm gonna start adding pouches and showing you how it's going to look. We'll start off with this magnet. On the job site, I have this magnet somewhere here. So just clicks in here. Again, that's why it has these straps to the vest. This vest is very useful, especially in those tight areas. Hook, I don't know, maybe you want to carry something here in the front. This Velcro system makes it very easy to add any pouch. Gun loop, solo. I'm gonna put this one on the back. So solo pouch, now I can clip anything as far as my impact. We have different options. For this one, I'm trying to add the bigger pouches for more residential. And the smaller pouches will probably go on my belt system because I don't want my belt system to be very heavy. The belt system, I probably want to carry something light just for quick things I want to get done and take it off. With the belt system, I didn't get suspenders, so I don't want the belt to get very heavy. Again, I haven't tried the 6-inch belt on the Diamondback. From what I know, is if you start putting a lot of tools and any belt is going to start hurting you. So I'm hoping I keep that light and I don't have to go through any of that. But for this one, we'll add maybe the Nico pouch. And also, I'm thinking the Elias. We'll check it out, see how it looks. If not, we can always switch to the Clavo. Clavo, like you can see, it's way smaller than this pouch. But, you know, we'll try it out. We'll see what happens. And also, these does come with Velcro here on the inside where you can get pads as well if this is hurting you. And also pads for your shoulder straps. For more space, you do have to take the straps back and over this loop here to get a little bit more space. If not, the pouch ends up a little bit more on the back, and I want it more on my hip side, on the sides, and not in the front or the back. So I want to be able to reach my pouches here on the side. And this is what I mean. Here, it has a loop here on the side. Usually the Diamondback goes through all of them, just like you would do on your belt for your jeans. So what you have to do is skip this one so your pouch can be here on the side. You don't want your pouch to be on the back. You want your pouch always to be on the sides of you. You're looking at something like this for the Diamondback with the Nico here for the Elias. I'm a lefty, but for my tape measure, I put it on my right hand side because when I take my tape measure, I mark it with my left. So that's that. This is the 701 vest, and this is something along the lines on how it should look. This is the medium/large size for the 701 vest. This is the all black, and then again you see the Nico here on the side, and also you see the Elias here on the side. Now another great thing again about this vest As you guys see, you have the small pouches here. So whenever I need to run extra fasteners, all you have to do is clip this on the vest itself, something like this, and then you have the fasteners here at hand. So it comes in very handy, especially in those tight areas, wherever you want those fasteners. And this doesn't come off as easy. And if you want it on your left hand side, you can just have them here if you're doing something overhead. And also if you're mostly used to having pouches lower, you can put this here in the front and just have it here in the front, depending on what you're doing. I really like these pouches. They come in very handy. This one, if you're trying to have material, it's lined up with the Diamondback system. So if you want to, you can put it here in the front. I'm not trying to overdo it right now. Seems like I have enough space on the Elias for material. Here you have the gold light. Just have a light ready to go. Many different options depending on what you're doing, what works better for you. If you're on the lift, if you're on the ladder, you're gonna start using this system and finding out what works better for you. And it's something that it's awesome about Diamondback, that you have many options to choose from, and it is not just one set of a 701 vest or a belt system that you have to get used to. It has many different options that you can play with. So now the belt system, same concept. If you can't get your pouches in, you can always miss one of these loops here, a lighter setup here with the Mazo and the Clavo, and also pouch here on the back. It's meant to go a little bit to the side. That way when you're kind of kneeling down, this is not pinching your belly as well. This clip system that's going on for the belt system, as far as Diamondback, very easy to clip and also very strong. Pouches a little bit back from what I would actually want them. If I have to, I can take off this hammer loop here on the side, go over it and kind of slide these more to the front to have more space. I have one of these. If I need more material, just clip it here in the front. And I have these two just in case. We can put everything away in our bag. There you have it, guys. This is the unboxing with Diamondback. My first unboxing since becoming an ambassador with them. You can shop online through their website. You guys can see my profile and see my 701 setup, see what I'm using at the job site for my 701 high-vis setup, and purchase the same items. You can play with it as long as you want for what setup could work for you. They have many different options. This is a very light system, very breathable if you're using a dry fit shirt, again for those hot areas, also for the summer or in the winter, having a sweater under this can also work. And many different options to play with this with the Velcro system. Hope this video was very useful to everyone. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, like, and I will catch you on the next one.